Coach Terry Rozier hit some big shots, especially down the stretch, but it looked like for the most part, they were good contested shots. How do you just sort of analyze the way that he hit down the stretch and where your defense was?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that for the most part they were. I thought he hit two towards the end that, we could have been better with. It's tough. I mean, you have 8 turnovers. You have nearly 30 assists offensively, and guys, we did enough to put ourselves in a position to feel better coming out of here. But we didn't make enough plays down the stretch on the offensive end or defensive end.
And you mentioned the 8 turnovers, and that's something you said pregame that you guys were going to be conscious of. But the rebounding margin ended up a little one-sided. Do you feel like that factored in and hurt you a bit tonight?
Yeah, that definitely hurt us. I mean, it's the second chance points are were close, but I do think that the rebounding margin, we got outworked on that end, in that statistic.
John, go ahead.
Hey, Ryan, when you're sticking with Ricky and Josh down the stretch there, I mean, does that come from the trust factor that you have there in their veteran presence, or what were you seeing there that you liked with them out on the floor and not maybe J-Mac and others who are given a little more offensively?
Yeah, I mean, it's I ended up playing Jaylen, for Josh at the end, but Jaylen couldn't go the whole quarter, so it was it was to get him a quick sub at that point. And then, with Ricky, in terms of running the team, yeah, I mean, J-Mac was good as well. We had him in there together a little bit. But, I don't know. I think Ricky and Kat have a comfort together, down the stretch too. So I was looking towards that, but, both those point guards, you could have picked either one.
With Ant, I mean, do you like what you saw from him aggressiveness wise? And I mean, picking up the boards that he did, getting to the rim.
Yeah. No, I liked how he rebounded the basketball. I liked how he was aggressive, getting the rim as well.
Chris, go ahead.
Him and Karl playing down the stretch together as well. We talked about a little earlier. How did you like how they played off each other or with each other tonight?
Say that one more time. I couldn't hear you, Chris. The beginning.
With Ant and Karl, we've talked.
Okay,
a little
I got you. Yeah. I mean, I thought that they found a little bit of a synergy in terms of that high angle screen. Where they're worried about Karl on the pop and Ant, getting all the way to the rim. It made it, a little more open for him. So I thought they did find a little bit of a chemistry there, which is something that we need to continue to focus on because games come quick.
How tough is it to hold Jay back off the floor when he's playing as well as he was tonight for Ricky in that situation?
Yeah, I mean it's tough. It's tough. I mean I trust both those point guards. So yeah, it's hard, but I'm comfortable with both of them being in there.
Jace.
Ryan, Karl looked maybe a little bit slower in the first half, but obviously we saw the shots he hit down the stretch. At what percentage of Karl do you think you're at now, and what's kind of the ramp up process like where you feel like he'll be KarlAnthony Towns exactly what you expect on a nightly basis?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know percentage wise. I just know he's not fully himself. But in terms of ramp up, I mean he's been staying within minute parameters. In terms of how long we want to have him in there for consecutively. I did think that, second half he was a little better in terms of, speed and just his wind. But it's going to be an ongoing process.
Brett, go ahead.
Ryan, that second unit had really good ball movement on 2 of their 3 rotations in the game and really were crisp offensively. What do you have to worry about defensively with that unit? Because they seem to be getting, they were giving up as much as they were scoring. Where are the defensive weaknesses that you're trying to cover on that unit?
Communication. I mean, that's a big one for that group. And, I rattled off the names earlier, but, there's nobody with a lot of experience in that group, which makes it tough. And a lot of times when you have, more quiet guys playing together and younger guys, the communication is the first thing, that's neglected. So that's what we were giving up. I thought some, we weren't clean in our switches at times. We weren't clean in our communication when it came to, pin downs, slips to the basket with their group. And then on the offensive rebounding end, we didn't, we got to be a better rebounding group with those guys.
Dane, go ahead.
Ryan, you went with Malik all the way through the first quarter and into the second quarter, I believe. How much of that is him just rolling as he was, and how much of it is kind of, to Britt's question, kind of him serving as the bridge between that first unit and that second unit for some stabilization?
Yeah, I mean, he was rolling, so that was the main reason I left him in. But I mean, as you can see, kind of what we're doing in the fourth quarter, starting him early, as that bridge. It was, we went through a stretch where our fourth quarter, I mean, it was early last week. Fourth quarter, we didn't start him in that group, and we were struggling. We were struggling to score, struggling to get stops, and that was an adjustment we made. Adding Malik into that group as a bridge.